Danielle over at DIYDanielle.com, and this summer or this spring we have removed the heater from the drain plug in our water trough for our horse, and instead we replaced it with a drain. So the water heater goes in the same spot, so we can't do this for the winter, but this allows me to just easily empty the trough of water so that I can clean it and refill it. This also diverts the water away from the horse field, because any of the areas where the horse stands, you can see there's a lot of weight on that area. So it ends up getting extra muddy if the water drains out there. So ideally you want it to drain outside of your field. So here we are, and I'm going to show you how to set this up for yourself. We removed the drain here, and we're going to set up a way to drain this so the water does not drain into the horse area where it'll get muddy around the trough and cause a lot of issues with the terrain. So instead we're going to run a PVC pipe out here and have it drain down this hill. Okay, so this piece right here came with the drain plug, so there's a plug that screws in over this, but you want to keep these pieces and just remove the actual drain piece. Our goal here is to screw something in that will kind of make this smaller so we can use our smaller PVC pipe to drain this away from the trough. So we added some Teflon tape around the screw part and screwed this in to make it smaller. We're going to attach another piece to make it even smaller to get down to our smaller size PVC. Okay, this is our plumber's tape, which just goes around the part that screws in to help prevent leaking. Okay, so the specific pieces don't matter as much as the fact that you are going down to whatever PVC size you chose for your drainage pipes. So we are just trying to we're going down so to make it smaller, if that makes sense. Again, you can just bring in your piece from your trough to pick out the right size PVC fittings. But yes, this is what we're doing right now. We're just adding some PVC pipe here to bring the water drainage outside of the field. As you can see, the trough is pretty close to the fence, and there's an electric fence on the inside of this fence, and that's to keep animals from getting back there and stepping on the PVC. As you can see, we have a little elbow at the end of the PVC. We used a hammer just to hammer it in so it was nice and tight. We did not add any sort of glue to hold these pieces together at this end because we don't mind a little bit of leaking as long as it's a small leak, and I want to be able to take this on and off if needed, so that would prevent that if I had glue on there. So this is how we're doing it. Okay, so our last piece has one smaller short piece of PVC and then the valve. So that valve allows us to turn it on and off. When it's on, it'll all the water will drain out. Otherwise, it'll hold the water in the drain. There we go. And you can see why that might be a problem. In the winter, it would freeze and break the PVC probably. So this is a summertime option. And here's a quick photo of what it looks like all set up. I could probably add some, like a garden or some flowers around this area just to help with water drainage and yeah, just to make it look nicer. But I may not do that because I may end up moving this at some point. I'm not sure I'm ready to commit to this being the final spot for the trough. Okay, we're just filling it up now. Now, remember that your drain is fairly low on the trough, but when you're draining this using this, it's only going to drain the water that is above the drain or at the level. Okay, here's a quick demo on how it works. Whenever I need to drain the dirty trough water, I can do this, scrub it, rinse it, and then close it up and fill